It is postseason play tonight on KFJB-TV. Class 4A Substate number 3 as the Mason City Riverhawks take on the Marshalltown Bobcats. Both teams come in at a mark of 5-10, and in Iowa Lions Conference matchup, they have faced off earlier this year as the Bobcats defeated the Riverhawks. We'll talk more about that as we talk to head coach Scott Johannes coming up in our countdown to kickoff here on KFJB-TV.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Capon & Brown helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Capon & Brown to hear more about how they can help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call them today at 641-753-3563 or visit them online at caponandbrowninc.com. Your local premier Lennox dealer, where quality has been a promise for 48 years.
It's postseason play tonight at Leonard Field as the Bobcats take on the Riverhawks tonight, a rematch between these two teams who met earlier this year. Postseason play, you get the host site is always a good feeling, right, Scott?
Oh, sure. Well, actually, it's the first time for us. I mean, we've never been able to do that here in Marshalltown. So we'll find out, but it is a great feeling so far.
And that is one thing that has not been able to happen, as you alluded to, with the bigger field size has allowed you, because Leonard Field, it was just too tight, not regulation for postseason play. So that does mean a lot, right?
It does. I mean, the boys are excited, so hopefully we have a good show for them.
Yeah, for sure. This is a team that you defeated earlier this season. You've had a lot of success, over the years against Mason City. How do you make sure you don't overlook this one tonight?
Basically did the same speech I did a few weeks ago when we played them. Don't overlook them. I mean, they've got a group of great athletes. They've won several of their latest matches, scoring a lot. So we got to just be on top of it, and say, hey, we can't overlook that. Be ready.
Yeah, your team is coming off a very impressive 1-0 victory on Friday night over a ranked Marion team. 3-game winning streak, a lot of momentum. How do you carry that in here tonight?
Just really, well, one of the things we just focus on what we need to do is just possess the ball and move the ball quickly. And try to ride that storm, kind of ride that wave that we've got and just keep going.
Yeah.
So.
6 of 7 opponents are currently ranked that you've played in either conference or non-conference, and another one of those not currently ranked in Ames, but they were ranked earlier this year. So you've essentially played 7 ranked teams this year. I have to feel like you feel like this is a pretty battle-tested team.
It is, and so when we got to the postseason, obviously we look at it 0-0 starting over. This is the second season, and this is what we battle for. So we want to be. We feel like we're peaking at the right time. Looking forward to this battle and getting things started right away.
It's a beautiful night, and best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, that is Scott Johannes, head coach for the boys squad, as they face off against Mason City. Coming up, we check out the starting 11 for both squads right here on KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Leonard Cole Field, the host site for this playoff matchup in postseason play in Class 4A, Substate number 3. The winner of this game will take on the Dowling Catholic Maroons coming up on Monday night, the 20th. All right, time for tonight's starting lineups. All brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineup. First off, for the Mason City Riverhawks, they come in at a mark of 5-10. They are 2-7 overall in Iowa Lions Conference matchups. Take a look at Miles Ruiz, Wickering, Prince Ruiz, and D. Gabrielle across the front there, forward and midfielders. And on the defensive line, Sampson, Jelly, as well as Shizzle on the back line defensively, as well as Obregon. And in goal here tonight, Farland coming into this one, 35 goals allowed, 80 saves in 1,045 minutes played this year for the Mason City Riverhawks. Meanwhile, up front, you look at the forwards, J.P. Miles, 5 goals, 3 assists on the season. And Elliot Ruiz, 12 goals, 8 assists. He's 2 for 2 on penalty kicks. That is the starting 11 for the Mason City Riverhawks. They're 3-2 in their last 5 games. Also 3-2 in their last 5 games, Marshalltown Bobcats on a 3-game winning streak. They defeated Mason City earlier this year, 4-0 back on April 14th. They are 11-0 all time against the Mason City Riverhawks. Starting lineup there, you look at Carter Bell. He started out the season at defense and now has moved himself back into that forward role as the season has progressed. As Carter Bell, the junior, 1 goal on the season, and he'll be up there with Alberto Zamago. 2 goals on the season for the senior. Luis Garcia Zambrano will man the middle there. He's the guy who really gets it going, leading the team in goals so far this year with 13 of those. Ari Herrera, Fabian Segova at midfield. Diego Tejada, really one of the big pieces, as well as Logan Hoffman this year on the defensive end of things. Brecken Paynes had a nice campaign, and David Monghay has worked in there now and then. David Gomez has really started to come alive as well. In goal here tonight, he'll be back there earlier this year against Mason City. He played all 80 minutes and had 9 saves, did not allow a goal against the Riverhawks. We are counting you down to kickoff on match day on KFJB-TV.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Match day on KFJB-TV. It's the Bobcats and the Riverhawks as Leonard Cole Field plays host to this matchup tonight. The first time in history Bobcats able to host a postseason match, as obviously the bigger field now, the dimensions the right size to be able to do so. as the Bobcats take on the Riverhawks tonight. Let's take a look at our keys to the match as the teams both introduced out on the pitch. Well, for the Marshalltown Bobcats, pretty easy. Prevail in postseason. You get a home match. Can you prevail? The last time the Bobcats won in postseason play was back in 2019 when they beat Southeast Polk that year, finishing with a record of 16-3. That was a very good team for the Marshalltown Bobcats in 2019. They lost in the state quarterfinals to Cedar Rapids, Washington. So it has been some time since the Bobcats have won a postseason match. We'll see if they can do it here tonight. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, for Mason City, a revenge moment for them tonight, possibly. They are 0-11 against the Bobcats all-time meetings, and they lost 4-0 earlier this year, back on April 14th, as Eric Farland will be in goal. He made 5 saves that night. He did allow 4 goals in that match against the Marshalltown Bobcats. And meanwhile, they got to get things going, as did not get a goal in that game. So we'll see if they can get Elliot Ruiz, who has 12 goals coming into this one, as well as J.P. Miles. He's got 5. Carter Prince, he has 5 goals. So we'll see if Mason City and their winning streak heading into this one can continue their streak of winning as well against the Bobcats, who have a 3-game winning streak of their own. Starting lineups wrapping up as National Anthem. Going to be in just a moment. We will send you trackside. Thanks so much for joining us for our coverage tonight of postseason play between the Bobcats and the Mason City Riverhawks. Here on your home for the Cats, be sure to hit the like button and support our coverage, and subscribe to KFJB-TV and turn on the alerts to get upcoming game announcements.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what's so proud, or the... Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what's so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the nights that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the brave and the home of the brave?
National Anthem just wrapping up as both teams meet at midfield in this first ever postseason matchup at Leonard Field on the new facility, as the Bobcats in their blue tops with white numbers and red bottoms. David Gomez in the black top and bottom, as he'll be in goal for the Bobcats here tonight. Meanwhile, for the Mason City Riverhawks, they're in their white tops and bottoms, red numbers outlined in black. Pretty good crew has made their way down from Mason City, a nearly 2-hour drive down here to support the Riverhawks. Both teams standing at a mark of 5-10 on the season. Riverhawks coming off a win against Garner Hayfield Ventura on Thursday night, 10-0, and then Friday night they defeated Fort Dodge 8-0. Meanwhile, the Bobcats, they won against Marion on Friday night, 8th-ranked Marion in Class 3A by a final score of 1-0 right here at Leonard Field. So obviously things in good form for the Bobcats heading into postseason play on a 3-game winning streak. This is a very battle-tested team, as we talked with Coach Johannes. 7 ranked opponents in their schedule this year, and of course beating Marion, one of those. But some really tough tests, including if they win here tonight, they'll face 2nd-ranked Dowling Catholic in the next round of the playoffs. We are underway between the Hawks and the Bobcats here on KFJB-TV. As Mason City kicking off first in our matchup tonight in postseason play in Class 4A Substate 3. Carter Bell giving chase on the far side. And that one will be out. It looks like, yes, it will be by the AR on the far side. That will be a throw-in for the Bobcats. Here, the penalty arc, that one's skied up there as Zambrano plays it off the right foot. Now headed by Mason City. Zambrano heads it back. Segovia looking ahead as that one gets deep in the box, but coming out and covering up Eric Farland. The easy save for him, as we alluded to in our pre-match coverage tonight. 35 goals allowed, 80 saves coming into this postseason matchup. Carter Bell on the far side, back to Monghay. Monghay towards center to Segovia. Lifts one up. Zambrano looking ahead. Cats kind of have to turn around there with Rafa Ortiz. And that one just a touch strong off the foot of Diego Tejada. As the senior trying to make sure he continues his career. A win here tonight as the Bobcats a goal kick from Mason City. That one headed back into the attacking area as Brecken Payne now placed it off of his chest. A high kick to the near side, Segovia. Segovia play on here. He was tripped up. Mason City with a charge. And a great tackle by Hoffman. A saving play right there. That might have been a potential goal for Mason City as they run out by Elliot Ruiz, leading Mason City in goals scored this year with 12. Had a bit, pretty much a one-on-one with Gomez, but Hoffman with that beautiful tackle. Here's Monghay. A long shot and tried for the header. Rafa Ortiz just couldn't quite get anything on it. And a good opportunity right there for the Bobcats and a counterattack. But they do come up empty. Bobcat defenders at midfield as Hoffman gathers it in. Tejada looks ahead to Zambrano. Zambrano looking maybe for the near side to Rafa Ortiz. They do find him momentarily. A little bump and a foul, and that'll be a free kick. And official making sure that the free kick comes from a little bit further back near our very own Keith Stewart roaming the sidelines. That one intercepted by the Bobcats. Rafa Ortiz gets it to Zambrano. Zambrano now towards center. Juan Luis Garcia ahead for Zamago, but it was deflected. The pass slips through. Zamago pushed from behind. Boy, that is going to be a penalty, and it definitely looked that way. And a free kick from just outside the penalty box will happen here from the far side of the field. And Zambrano will be the man to take it. And he's been really clutch this year in some of these key moments. And just about a foot off from that penalty box. See if he goes for goal or trying to find a teammate backside. Finally, the signal for the free kick. It will come now. Deflected. A shot. And off the side of the goal. Zambrano. Good job there initially. I thought maybe a good angle, but Mason City did get something on it. And Zambrano put one back, but off the side of the goal. Goal kick away back to Zambrano as the Bobcats keep it in the attacking area. Tejada up from his defensive positioning. Kind of works deeper into the attacking area in the attacking third. Bobcats work it back out to Hoffman and now to Zambrano. And now Segovia. Good play back and forth. They find Zambrano, but take it away. Very aggressive tonight for the Bobcats. Hoffman tracks it down. A good play. Well, Bobcats get in a mix as Carter Bell hit the turf. Pass ahead was off the mark by Zambrano. Passing a little more crisp than we've seen as of late for the Bobcats. Into the attacking third, Ortiz. Segovia, crosser, deflected out. Carter Bell on the far side, gathers it back to Monghay. Monghay will put one long, and that one just off the mark. Wow, what a play and a shot from outside the penalty arc. Luis Monghay, or not Luis Monghay, but David Monghay. Taking that one right there, a beautiful strike, but nevertheless does not result in anything as Mason City will look to counter here. And that one will be out on the near touchline, a throw in for the Bobcats. Segovia back towards mid. And it deflected. Noah Ruiz had it there for a moment, sent that one in the box, but it was Hoffman who deflected, and now out on Mason City. And a throw-in awarded for the Bobcats as Diego Tejada will find Fabian Segovia. Good movement for the Bobcats. Deflected away, but they gather it back in, and then Mason City back with it as Juan Luis Garcia could not get there, but now David Monghay finds Zambrano. Zambrano, he finds Ortiz. He'll look for possibly a crosser here. And pass off the mark. Looking for Segovia. Elliot Ruiz on the near side, a push, and that one will be a foul on Zambrano. A free kick to come right in front of the Bobcat bench. And Coach Scott Johannes looking on for his Marshalltown Bobcats. A couple of shots on goal, but have not been able to strike for anything so far on the scoreboard. Hoffman heads that one away, out of harm's way from getting into the penalty area. Mason City deep in the attacking third. Really for the first time here tonight, they had an opportunity, but Hoffman made a nice tackle earlier. Noah Ruiz plays one back towards center, but it's deflected out. Luis Monghay scrambling for it, and Mason City will have it back. Miles has that one deflected by Hoffman, and a throw-in. Another throw-in to come. Noah Ruiz with the throw-in, and that one will be deflected out of the box. Nearly 10 minutes into our match, still scoreless between the Riverhawks and the Bobcats. Up ahead, they find Ortiz. Back to Zambrano. Ruiz to Tejada with a nice play. Tejada looking to cross there, but taking off the ball. And the Bobcats keep it in the zone, but Zambrano sends it out on the end line. And a throw in, and they say it did actually go out on the touchline. So that will be a throw in and not a goal kick. Mason City trying a chance right there. David Gomez comes out, deflects it. Hoffman is going to be there to clear it out of the way. What a risky chance as Elliot Ruiz was trying to go in for goal. And David Gomez, just a really nice play to come out and deflect that one away before it even had a shot. And actually, no, that was J.P. Miles on the run out on the far side. Turnover Bobcats, counterattack. This time it's Elliot Ruiz. He looks for J.P. Miles. Miles on the edge of the penalty area. Tejada tried to tackle, couldn't do anything with it. Back to center towards Gomez, and he covers it up. Carter Bell on the far side, back to Monghay. Segovia looking up to Juan Luis Garcia. To Bell, loses it, has to reset with Monghay. Tejada now looking back towards center. This one going to be sailing over the goal. A long strike for Tejada. Aggressive right there. But well over the crossbar. Brecken Payne comes up with a goal kick, and it's off the side of his foot. A throw in for the Riverhawks. David Monghay with an aggressive play. He'll pick up a penalty. Free kick to come. Segovia gets a chest on that. Free kick. Zambrano comes up with it. Bobcats seem to be targeting their attacks on this near side. Have not gone to the far side a whole lot. Off of Tejada's foot, it'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. Rafa Ortiz with that throw-in, deflected out of there. Elliot Ruiz comes up with it, and it's out on the near sideline. Hoffman kind of a no-look pass right there. It's deflected to Zambrano. Hoffman with a nice move to slip past, and an aggressive kick ahead is out of play on the touchline. A throw-in for Mason City. Mason City forcing the turnover. Ruiz had to slow down for a second. To the near side, Tejada intercepts. Up to Ortiz. Penalty going to be issued on Noah Ruiz, and a free kick to come for the Bobcats as Segovia will march the ball up. We are 15 minutes into our match and still scoreless between the Bobcats and the Riverhawks. These two teams meeting back on April 14th as the Bobcats defeated Mason City 4-0. Carter Bell with a strike. It's deflected. Long-Hae gets a foot, or Zamango that was, got a foot on it. Segovia, though, will keep it in the attacking half, and shot is well off the mark. No real threat there for Eric Farland. Both teams 5 and 10 heading into this postseason match. Gambugan is into the match, as well as Jackson Malik for the Mason City Riverhawks. Checking out Drew DeGabrielle and Brady Wickering for Mason City. Ahead for Elliot Ruiz, and now he'll have to send it back as Tejada was all over him. Hoffman's pass off the mark as Mason City will come up with it. Brecken Payne. Little hand from behind on JP Miles was enough to rattle things up there as Carter Bell now winning back a ball for the Bobcats as Zamago comes up with it. And he'll charge ahead. Up to Carter Bell and off the side of his foot. Segovia not able to track that one down. Hoffman able to cut down on this chance as it's back to Gomez. From Mung-Hae on the far side. To Elliot Ruiz for Mason City. And that one will be out on the end line, a goal kick to come. A little slippage right there as remaining water in the long jump on the far side.
Mendoza, number 19, Andres Chavarria Garcia, and number 22, Joel Ortiz.
Christopher Mendoza is into the match. Two other substitutions. Zamago is out, as well as Juan Luis Garcia and Fabian Segovia. Joel Ortiz has checked in for the Bobcats. And Andres Garcia has also checked in for the Bobcats, as those are the three substitutions into the match. Brecken Payne for Mung-Hae on the far side. To Carter Bell. Zambrano comes near side. Hoffman to Tejada. Nearly a pass. It was too strong, but Zambrano comes up with it. Lifts one up. And that pass just a touch strong, although Zambrano able to get there. Off Ortiz into the box. A shot coming here. That's a goal! Just checking in, Joel Ortiz, his second goal of the season. And the junior on cue strikes for the Bobcats.
Goal for the Bobcats, number 22, Joel Ortiz.
Well, the Bobcats celebrate right there on KFJB-TV as they go up 1-0 in this 4A Substate 3. As the Bobcats looking to punch their ticket to the next round. As we take a look at that replay. What a beautiful strike just from the edge of the penalty area as Joel Ortiz I believe the assist will go to Rafa Ortiz, as you got the feed right there. I couldn't remember if that was Zambrano or Ortiz. Anyway, they gave him the feed, but what a great play setup as the Bobcats got into the attacking third to go up 1-0. And yeah, it was Rafa Ortiz who picked up the assist right there. So yeah, that one coming right at the 20-minute mark in this match as the Bobcats go up 1-0. A penalty and a free kick to come for Mason City. Mason City trying to answer. And a little side tackle pays off as Zambrano comes up. Now one back by Mason City. Out on the near sideline, a throw in. Mason City with a substitution.
Substitution for the Riverhawks, number 22.
Nikita Tachev is into the match. As he'll replace J.P. Miles. Moises Castro Ramirez is in on the next ball out of play. And we will have that substitution now as he'll check in. As Moises Castro Ramirez will come in and he'll replace Andres Chavarria Garcia. As Garcia just checked in not too long ago for the Bobcats. Hoffman very good on the defensive line tonight as that one's out on the near side. The head official is going to come over to the near side. And he's going to have a quick chat with our cameraman, Keith Stewart. 1 foot. They need him to back up. If you're wondering, the AR is on the other end, so not a collision, but possibly with a player or a throw-in. First time Tejada hits the turf. And it looks like he's holding his left ankle. And he'll get up on his own power right there. As good sportsmanship with Elliot Ruiz for the Riverhawks. Free kick to come here as Hoffman will be the one to take it. As Tejada hit the turf right there. A header into the box off of Zambrano's head and nearly a goal. Farland comes up with a save. Well, the goal kick headed away by the Bobcats. Ortiz is a work it back to Zambrano. Good pass right there as it's deflected though. Back to Tejada near side. Far side over to Carter Bell, but it looks like that's going to be out on the touchline, and it is. You throw in for the Riverhawks. I believe that's our first Keith Stewart warning since baseball softball season. So it's been nearly a year. He's had a good run. Keith Stewart on camera work on the sideline. Jesse DeMeyer up top for us here on KFJB-TV. Zach Tomish, our producer. I'm Brandon Lewis. Thanks so much for joining us. as we approach nearly 25 minutes into this match. Into the box, and again, Zambrano, you can tell he's just like, oh, so close. And Zambrano coming into this one looking for his 14th goal of the season. Bobcats leading it 1-0 up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. In this 4A Substate 3, winner advances to take on the Dowling Maroons on Monday night. Tejada ahead. Back to Payne. If you're wondering, in this bracket, it's Cedar Falls and Ames on the bottom side of things. They'll play on Monday night at 7 o'clock as well.
Substitution for the Riverhawks, number 28, Emmett Riley.
Emmett Riley into the match as he will come in and replace Carter Prince for the Riverhawks. Slipping past a tackle, ball sent in. Gomez with a clean save. That off the foot of Elliot Ruiz. Back to Bell, far side for the Bobcats. He's up to midfield as he'll find Mung Hae. Mung Hae ahead, and he'll send a low line drive out on the end line. A substitution, Jack Donald is into the match, the junior for Mason City. He'll replace Dylan Jelly. Oh, a misplay by the defensive line for the Bobcats. Hoffman scrambling. Will he get there in time? He will, along with Brecken Payne. It's deflected and right to the keeper, as David Gomez cleanly comes away with it. Boy, Hoffman has been really, really working back there defensively. It's been a pretty high line tonight for the Bobcat defenders. Mung Hae with a good tackle over to Zambrano. The defense has recovered well in those situations, like the last one where a ball slips through. A free kick to come here and a penalty on Zambrano. Ortiz. He's it ahead for Joel Ortiz. He tries to find. Just checking in a little bit ago, Moises Castro Ramirez. No threat there for Mason City.
Substitution for the Bobcats, number 4, Jet Jansen.
Jet Jansen is into the match. Christopher Mendoza will sub out. Mendoza just a sophomore for the Bobcats, as he gets a high five from his head coach, Scott Johannes. Hoffman looking near side. We're not able to team up with a pass to Joel Ortiz. Bell nearly has it taken away, and a penalty is going to be called on Carter Bell, the junior. Bell didn't argue that one too much. Probably a little bit of a shove there. Morgan Payne with a header over to Carter Bell, and Bobcats misplay. That one will be a throw-in for the Bobcats. Well, we talked about the Bobcats being very battle-tested this year, facing off against 7 ranked teams and beating one of those in Marion just on Friday night, as Marion is currently 8th ranked in Class 3A. But the Bobcats' opponent's record, 78-54, well above 500, so it's definitely been a season where they've been put out against some really good tests. Tejada has it taken away. If the Bobcats win tonight, they'll find themselves facing another ranked foe in Dowling Catholic, who's currently number 2 in 4A. But this year, the Bobcats took on number 2 Hoover in Class 3A. A very good game. That was 2-0 as Hoover defeated Marshalltown. And obviously, 8th ranked Marion in 3A, number 10 Newton in Class 3A. Iowa City, number 6 in 4A currently. Perry, number 9 in Class 2A. Ames, earlier this year, they were ranked number 8. And Roosevelt, currently number 9. Good shot from the edge of the penalty area. Rafa Ortiz sending one in right there. Rafa Ortiz already with an assist tonight, as he set up a goal for Joel Ortiz. Big ovation there from the Bobcat faithful here at Leonard Cole Field. Been a nice move right there. Rafa Ortiz, and he'll have a throw-in. He'll find Ramirez. Ramirez has it taken away. Bobcats win it back. Ortiz had it. Hoffman. Upfield, that'll be a handball. Yeah, just a little bit high with the hands there for Emmett Riley, and a free kick to come for the Bobcats. Here's that last opportunity for the Bobcats. A really good strike for Rafa Ortiz. Ball into the box here off the free kick, and clean save for Eric Farland, the senior goalkeeper. Bobcats trying to get into the attacking third here, as not able to do so, and now a counterattack. Offside going to be the call, as the flag is up in the air for the AR on the near side. Clock stoppage. Official with a quick explanation right there for Tachev. As Nikita Tachev, a sophomore with 6 goals. Long Hay got mixed up there momentarily. And substitution will be had here, as checking in Danny Corona for the Bobcats. Brady Wickering and Carter Pritz are back into the match for Mason City, as well as Drew D. Gabrielle. That one out of the far touchline, as that will be a throw-in. Hoffman is up. And he'll send it too strong near side. He was looking for Zambrano. Deeper into the attacking third. Zambrano near side for the Bobcats. Looking for a crosser. Bell just over his head backside, as that looked like who Joel Ortiz was going for, is Carter Bell, just not able to jump up and get anything on it. Good look, though, for the Bobcats right there offensively. Couple of really good strikes tonight for Joel Ortiz, and another one of them. He had one for goal earlier from nearly the same spot. Penalty and a free kick to come. Five minutes into our match. Bobcats leading it 1-0 in 4A Substate 3 tonight. Turnover forced by Mason City. Hey, with a little bit of a dangerous tackle right there, a tackle attempt. Good run out. Elliot Ruiz is on side, and it's just off the mark. Nearly half the Mason City fans were standing up thinking it was a goal, but it was not. It was just left, and David Gomez still keeping a clean sheet, just barely. Great opportunity for Elliot Ruiz, though. And that keeps us still at 1-0. Another turnover for the Bobcats, a counterattack. A play on. Noah Ruiz hit the turf there. Joel Ortiz keeps things moving ahead. Deflected. Hoffman has to scramble. He'll get to it. Things maybe picking up a little bit in intensity as we approach the final 2 minutes of this first half. And a free kick awarded for Mason City. Bryken Payne defends that one as he comes up off of his defensive spot. Jansen over to Payne and up ahead. Danny Corona. Back towards center. Midfield, it's Zambrano. Over to Joel Ortiz. Now up to Rafa Ortiz. Rafa Ortiz on the wing, playing it on the edge of the penalty area. Take it away. Sticks with it. Rafa Ortiz hits the turf. And a penalty kick is going to be awarded for the Bobcats. Just over 90 seconds to go. As we look at the replay here, just a 1-on-3 and a trip up right there. And Zambrano to take the penalty kick in the 38th minute. Zambrano this year, he is 3 of 4 on penalty kicks. Looking for his 14th goal of the season. And it will be 2-0 Bobcats in 4A Substate 3. The Bobcats going up another goal just before halftime as Zambrano with a PK. Look there at Zambrano. He has been so solid all season. He had 2 goals in the last match against Mason City earlier this year. And here on the penalty kick, Farland tried to put that left foot out, but was not able to get there in time. And so it is 2-0 Bobcats here in postseason play. In the inaugural postseason game here at Leonard Cole Field, is the old facility not big enough to host postseason play. And now with the new turf facility, definitely able to do that. Zambrano has it taken away. Connor Bell deep into the area, and a goal kick to come. See in the background there, the construction equipment as continued construction goes on for the facility project upgrade here at Leonard Cole Field. New locker rooms, concession. Should be ready to go for football season when Mason City will be here week number 1. Zambrano, long strike, and he finds it again. A 2-goal game twice this year against Mason City. And Zambrano fired up just 1 minute later in the 39th minute, just 19 seconds before half. It is now 3-0 as Aaron Zambrano 2 goals. Not quite his 4-goal game that he had earlier this year, but it's only 1/2 a play and already 2 goals. As we look at the replay right there, just a good touch to settle it down and sends one high. Kind of caught Eric Farland off guard right there. And just not able to get to that bloop shot right there. As Zambrano also knew the time was ticking as nearing half. Zambrano forces a turnover, push from behind, a free kick to come. A clock stoppage. And the penalty will be on number 5, Noah Ruiz. And the free kick to come here as Hoffman will take it. Bobcats will send everybody but David Gomez down into the deep attacking area. Actually, no, scrambling out. It will be Rafa Ortiz. He'll be back towards midfield. Not a bad call right there. Hoffman with the long kick. A header is off the mark, and that will send us to halftime. 3-0 Bobcats. Aaron Zambrano with a magnificent end to the first half. Last 2 minutes of this half. Goals by Aaron Zambrano on a penalty kick, as well on this beautiful play right before halftime. Just 19 seconds. And the Bobcats will head to halftime feeling very good in this Class 4A Substate 3 with a trip to the Des Moines Metro on the line with a victory here tonight. It's the Riverhawks and the Bobcats at half. 3-0 Bobcats on KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Rainbow Car Wash has been in town over 40 years. New owners Brett and Kim Canada have been with Rainbow for more than 35 years, focusing on quality, cleanliness, and great customer service. Open 24 hours year-round with 2 convenient locations. Each location has 2 oversized truck bays to accommodate large vehicles. All bays except quarters. And for your convenience, newly installed credit, debit, Apple Pay, and Samsung Pay featuring Swipe or Tap to Pay, powerful vacuums, and a great selection of vending supplies. Follow us on Facebook at Rainbow Car Wash LLC.
Bobcats huddling up at halftime at Leonard Cole Field, leading 3-0 in this Class 4A matchup in postseason play. As the Bobcats off to a hot start here tonight, just halfway through this one. They had been really controlling things in the attacking third, but finally 20 minutes into this match, it was Joel Ortiz got the feed from Rafa Ortiz, and from the corner of the penalty area, puts that one past the keeper and Eric Farland, and celebrates with his teammates after Rafa Ortiz picks up the assist. Then fast forward 18 minutes later, it was Aaron Zambrano. After a penalty in the box, Zambrano with the penalty kick. And he's now 4 of 5 on the season with penalty kicks. And he picks up, at that point, his 14th goal of the season. And about a minute later, with just 19 seconds to go before halftime, Aaron Zambrano with this beautiful kick. And he found it just underneath the crossbar over the outstretched arms of Eric Farland. And the Bobcats now lead it 3-0 as we are at halftime. And Aaron Zambrano with 15 goals on the season. Bobcats feeling good about themselves. They are 11-0 against Mason City all time. They beat them earlier this year. Looking to get it here tonight and get a victory and move on in Class 4A. Substate number 3. They would take on the Dowling Catholic Maroons Monday night at 7 o'clock, and we would have coverage for you with a victory here tonight on KFJB-TV. We step aside as halftime coverage continues from Leonard Cole Field next right here on KFJB-TV.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Capon & Brown helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Capon & Brown to hear more about how they can help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call them today at 641-753-3563 or visit them online at caponandbrowninc.com. Your local premier Lennox dealer, where quality has been a promise for 48 years.
How can you help Marshalltown High School and enjoy a mouth-watering burger at the same time? By ordering the Bobcat Burger at Legends American Grill. 2 quarter-pound patties with crisp bacon strips, sauteed onions, and melted American cheddar, jack, and Swiss cheeses on top of fresh shredded lettuce on a toasted bun. It's absolutely delicious. $1 from every Bobcat Burger sold is donated by Legends to Marshalltown High School activities. So, enjoy a Bobcat Burger and help MHS. The Bobcat Burger, another exclusive from Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
Coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
An entertaining first half between the Bobcats and the Riverhawks, with the Marshalltown Bobcats leading 3-0 on their home field at Leonard Cole Field. Brandon Lewis with you as we are live here tonight on KFJB-TV. Our producer, Zach Tomish, as on camera work tonight, Jesse DeMeyer and Keith Stewart. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to KFJB-TV. Be sure to turn the alerts on to get upcoming game notifications. We're in postseason play here tonight in Class 4A Substate 3 with a trip to Dowling on Monday night on the line. Bobcat goals in the 20th minute by Joel Ortiz, assisted by Rafa Ortiz. And then Aaron Zambrano in the 38th minute off of a penalty kick. And Zambrano again off of a beautiful play with just 19 seconds to go before halftime in the 39th minute. Flipping ends here. Bobcats in those blue tops, red bottoms, white tops and bottoms for Mason City. Brecken Payne intercepts a pass to Tejada. Ortiz on the far side. Good move to slip past the defenders. Slips through all the way, but Zambrano there. A nice pass ahead for Zambrano, but touched by Mason City, and they cannot save it. Out on the touchline, Zambrano with a quick throw in. The ball into the box. Header, not able to get it. Ortiz scrambles backside off the goal line, and that'll be a goal kick. Near luck there for the Bobcats for their 4th goal of the night. Mason City able to recover and prevent that from happening. Ball skims off. I believe that was Brecken Payne kind of rubbing his head. Back on defense, Jesus Ordaz, the sophomore defender. New face in there to begin the second half for the Bobcats. Also, we do have a change in goal. Gomez played really well in that first half, but now Christian Ibarro Alvarado is in goal with that 3-goal lead. And getting a little more experience here tonight for the senior in Alvarado in goal. And a throw in for the Bobcats. Great jump on that throw in right there. My own Kia Stewart is Roberto Almanza. Fields, and Bobcats cannot keep it there, deflected away. Lifted ahead, Payne misses with a foot on it, can't get it. JP Miles into the attacking area. Have to slow things down though, wait for teammates to catch up. Jet Jansen is able to mix things up. Jansen, I'm not sure. He came down on an ankle or something. Oddly, as he is limping back towards midfield. Probably looking at a substitution here for him, possibly. Juan Luis Garcia at midfield. Over to Andres Garcia, as it was lost for a moment. Now to Zambrano. Out on Mason City, the near side, a deep attacking area throw-in for the Bobcats. And a substitution, and yeah, Jet Jansen, he'll limp off here at midfield. Substitutions are Armando Estrada and Eric Ibarra Madrigal into the match. So Jet Jansen is out, as well as Andres Chavarria Garcia. Bobcats with that throw in deep into the attacking area. A crosser, and getting ahead on it was Rafa Ortiz, but not able to do anything with it. Ball deflected, header over to Zambrano. Lifted on the edge to Estrada. Rafa Ortiz with it now. Luis Garcia takes a strike, and coming out. The keeper will cover that one up. So Farland makes the save, but rolls one out. It's intercepted by Rafa Ortiz. The edge of the goal line, Zambrano, and that one just off the mark. Actually, no. I believe that might have been Juan Luis Garcia who actually took that chance. And that one off the mark to the right side. Stays 3-0 up on the Marshalltown High-B scoreboard. Bobcats definitely creating some really good looks and chances tonight. And on the far side is going to keep deep into the attacking area, as that one will be kicked out, and a throw in for Mason City. Zambrano trying to play catch up here to get to it, but Mason City will win it back, and the defensive line will have to scramble. A misplay. But a great tackle. Jesus Ordaz preventing a goal. That was going to be trouble for Christian Alvarado in goal for the Bobcats. But a big moment defensively to keep a clean sheet. Tejada now, far side. Looking for a lane, not there, as Rafa Ortiz on the far side. Farland slips. Back to Zambrano. As the Bobcats win that turnover. Rafa Ortiz takes a shot. It's off the mark. And I believe offside going to be the call. A free kick to come here for the Riverhawks. Tejada hits the turf there, was not able to get anything on it. Alvarado boots this one deep back towards midfield as Madrigal got a right foot on it. Bobcats come away with it. A nice passing lane to Rafa Ortiz. A breakaway. Can he get a shot? The angle's there, and it's cut down by Eric Farland, and a good save for the Mason City keeper. Mason City not able to team up on that pass. They win possession back here, though, at midfield. There's no Ruiz able to get to that loose ball. Deflected by Roberto Almanza, and the Bobcats back with it as Zambrano back to Payne. Estrada turns it over at midfield. And that one is worth 3 through the uprights. A little too aggressive by Elliot Ruiz right there. Cager Kramer is into the match. He'll replace Diego Tejada, which has been beat up a little bit recently, as he'll get a high five from his coaches. We definitely hope you have your Oriental food ready to go tonight, like our producer Zach Tomish. Nothing like pulling out some crab ragoons to have during the match. Pair nicely with a soccer match. First time for everything. I think that's the first time anybody's ever pulled out a crab ragoon during a broadcast. As the Bobcats get into the attacking area, they lose it as Cager Kramer not able to find a passing lane. He was trying to find Eric Madrigal, and a counterattack for Mason City. And that one is out on the far touchline. A throw in for the Bobcats. Substitution here. Ari Herrera's back into the match after getting the start tonight.
Ari Herrera.
He'll replace Rafa Ortiz, who's done a lot of dirty work here tonight, including a assist in the 20th minute to help out Joel Ortiz find a goal. Deep into the attacking area as that one will be covered up by Farland. On the edge, it was Joel Ortiz playing that one back towards center. Throwing on the far side as they Find Noah Ruiz on the throw-in, but taken away as Zambrano comes up with it now as he received a pass after that turnover forced. Joel Ortiz over, and it's deflected up in the air. Bobcats, though, able to barely keep it in the attacking area. Now they will not. Ball at midfield. Little lane for Joel Ortiz, and loses it. Could spell trouble. J.P. Miles tracking it down on the edge of the penalty area. Brecken Payne, though, steals it away. Great defense right there by the senior defender. A lot of close chances tonight for the Riverhawks. I'd say at least 5 or so where they've had these long passes, and of course, defense setting the high line. So if you're able to time something out, you can get those opportunities. But either Gomez there in the first half in goal, he did a nice job to come out and cut some angles off, some threats. Hoffman has done a really nice job defensively. He's not out there currently. He's on the bench. But he played a really exceptional first half defensively. Pass off the mark right there. Shizzle came up with it, and it will be played into the box, just outside the box, but Bobcats will come up with it. Approaching the 55th minute here in just a moment, and a corner kick to come. Corner from Mason City into the box, punched out of there by Alvarado. Up near the penalty arc, Mason City back with it, and taken away. Aggressive play by Juan Luis Garcia. Get it out of harm's way. Ari Herrera had to go down to the turf, got back up. Another potential opportunity, but cut off. A good play by Jesus Ordaz defensively. Really cut off the threat offensively from Mason City. Christopher Mendoza and Fabian Segovia check back in for the Bobcats as Aaron Zambrano and Juan Luis Garcia check out for the Bobcats. Drew D. Gabrielle will check out for Mason City. It was Jose Obregon who checked back in potentially on that defensive line. Touch strong for Estrada. Mason City back with it. A run for Noah Ruiz near the goal line, and it's off of his foot. A goal kick to come for the Bobcats.
Substitution for the Bobcats.
Brecken Payne is going to check out as Logan Hoffman will replace him here tonight, as Logan Hoffman, the sophomore, is into the match for the senior. Christopher Mendoza. Got that one as Roberto Almanza passes up to Armando Estrada, was knocked away. Hoffman with a little bit of a shove right there. Probably a little bit more than just a little shove. And Noah Ruiz hit the turf right there, resulting in a free kick. Yeah, definitely probably got his money's worth right there without getting a yellow card. Cats looking for something here, but just playing a little bit of pinball. Can Estrada get to it? No, he cannot. Although Estrada forcing the issue, forces Mason City to play it instead of just letting it ride out on the end line. And a save by Joel Ortiz keeps it in play. Madrigal had that one nearly off of his hand, might have been. And that went out on the touchline, a throw in for the Bobcats. Throw in for the Bobcats as they'll find Fabian Segovia. And Segovia. A little bit of a hold right there as it will be called and a free kick to come. Beautiful sunset tonight as the Bobcats leading 3-0 as we have just 20 minutes remaining in this match as we are 60 minutes through this one here at Leonard Cole Field in Class 4A Substate 3 between the Riverhawks and the Bobcats. Postseason matchup of two Iowa Alliance North teams. As the Bobcats defeated Mason City 4-0 back on April 14th, and currently again leading up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard 3-0. Jackson Malik will check in for Mason City, and it looks like he will replace J.P. Miles for the Riverhawks. Brian DeGabriel, the head coach, gives him a high five as he heads over the sideline here. Free kick to come as Noah Ruiz will take it for Mason City. And that one headed out of there by Roberto Almanza, but it's back to Mason City. Another crosser. Backside, they're looking for it as the Bobcats will hit the turf. As it looked like it was Elliot Ruiz looking to wind up right there for something, but he was on the turf. Cager Kramer also hit the turf along with him. David Monghay is back into the match for the Bobcats. He'll replace Fabian Segovia. Jet Jansen was roughed up a little bit earlier in this match. He's now currently running on the sideline, getting possibly warmed up, getting ready to come back into this match as head coach Scott Johannes with a pat on the back there for Fabian Segovia, the junior midfielder. Almost a good find for Joel Ortiz. And Monghay hits the turf as that's who Ortiz was trying to find. David Monghay made a little gesture there after that play and a little talking from the official. Mason City with a throw-in. Rolled a push on Roberto Almanza. Oh, well, that one deflected as Hoffman sent it back to the keeper, and that one through the crossbars again. Too strong for Noah Ruiz. Mason City have had a few chances here tonight, including that one as Bobcats send it back to Christian Alvarado, put him in a pickle as Hoffman felt the pressure from the offensive attack, and Bobcats just come out of that one unscathed narrowly. Nice play to David Mulcahy. He's offside, though. Narrowly offside. Long free kick, and Christian Ibarra Alvarado, the senior goalkeeper, will call for it. As he'll call for his team to fall back as a huge leg right there, out past midfield. Hoffman all over the field tonight. Bobcats get it back, looking for Ari Herrera, and too long for him. Cager Kramer off of his head last. Mason City will win it back. On the touchline, ball sent back towards center, and it's going to be out on the goal line. And a goal kick to come for the Bobcats as Aaron Zambrano with 2 goals tonight. One in the 38th and one in the 39th minute tonight. 2 goals back into the match. He'll replace Armando Estrada. In a little triangle on the near side. Roberto Almanza will keep it alive for the Bobcats. But the AR with his flag up at the near side, he was out, and a throw in to come from Mason City. Substitution as Emmett Riley is going to be checking back in. He'll replace Carter Prince. Yeah. Bobcats number 4 on my mind, but Jet Jansen is, I believe, still currently on the sideline for the Bobcats, and he is, yes. He checked out earlier in this match as he was a little bumped up. Ball sneaks through, and it's deflected to Ari Herrera. Can he make a chance as he gets to the penalty area? As near the penalty arc, it's deflected. Ball will snake throw as Alvarado comes out for the easy save. Ball deflected on the edge of the penalty area. Hoffman takes it away. Lifted up, looking for Zambrano. And a substitution here as Carter Bell will get ready to check back in on the throw-in for the Bobcats.
For the Bobcats, number 2, Carter Bell.
And Carter Bell checking back in will substitute for Ari Herrera. Touch just off the mark there for Christopher Mendoza, who was looking up to Carter Bell. Mong Hay. Bobcats working it into the attacking area, but the AR had his flag up for at least 15 seconds, and offside on the Bobcats. Throw in for the Bobcats. Roberto Almanza will come upfield. His defensive positioning to throw this one in. Fine, but offside, I believe, the call. And a yellow card. Actually, it was a tackle as Zambrano kicked it upfield to Joel Ortiz. Free kick kind of come here from Christopher Mendoza. Is the yellow card on Brady Wickering. So that on number 2, Brady Wickering for Mason City. As you see, the trip up right there after the pass had been completed by Zambrano. So Wickering with a yellow card here tonight. A free kick to come here. That one just sailed out, and it's out on the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick, a misplay by Farland. It was ruled a corner kick, but I believe the head official overrules it to be a goal kick.
Clock isn't running.
I would have thought the AR on the near side probably maybe actually had a better shot of that one, but a play on here as we are approaching 70 minutes gone between the Bobcats and the Riverhawks. No scoring here in the second half tonight. All of our goals in that first half. And here in Zambrano with a couple of goals. Onside, it looks like, for the Bobcats. Opportunity there for Joel Ortiz, but just not able to get there in time. Yes, the ball deflected out as Eric Ibarra Madrigal had it, but out on Mason City. A throw in for the Bobcats. A yellow card will be issued on the Bobcats. Eric Madrigal. As he'll come to the near side, be replaced by Rafa Ortiz. Just a little bit of an over-aggressive kick right there, as that one ruled a yellow card. So he'd gone pretty much all game. A little bit physical play, but no penalties until this point. Substitutions had here before the throw-in. So again, we are 70 minutes through this match, 3-0 Bobcats in 4A Substate 3, as the Bobcats will advance unless a miraculous 3-goal or 4-goal comeback here for Mason City. But Bobcats will advance to take on Dowling Catholic Monday night, as Dowling is ranked number 2 in 4A. Obviously a good feeling here tonight to get the first ever home victory in postseason play for the Bobcats. It would be the first victory for the Bobcats soccer program in postseason play since 2019. Here's a charge. Can the Bobcats go up 4-0? No, they cannot. A great look again by Joel Ortiz. but it sails right of the goal, and it remains 3-0 Bobcats. As we look at that, good opportunity, had the angle, but just couldn't quite get it over to the side of the goal to sneak that one in. But again, a lot of accomplishments here tonight for the Bobcats. Still looking to finish it out, though, the final 8 minutes here as Mason City will get into the attacking area, and a clean save, a long strike for Carter Prince, but Christian Ibarra Alvarado will keep the clean sheet going for the Bobcats. Connor Bell wins it up to Ortiz, and Mason City off the foot. That'll be a corner kick for the Bobcats as Carter Bell will scramble to take the corner. Carter Bell with a quick kick, and Monghay finds it off of a Riverhawk. Just pelted somebody there in the box, and a long kick from way out. I believe that was Cager Kramer. Yeah, it was. As he turns around, we see the 16 on his jersey. That one might have Adam Goodvin, football coach, interested. Just the leg strength right there, but it was well off the mark. And a throw in for the Bobcats now. Of course, between Luis Monghay, who really did a fabulous job last year for the Bobcat football team kicking. Probably got it covered for the most parts. Kick off the mark for Mason City as they try for goal here. Can't convert. Johan Gomez was also solid. Ortiz slows it down. And that's a tackle in the edge of the box there, but they say a clean play on. Zambrano forcing the issue, and out on Mason City. Zambrano throws in quickly. Zambrano wins it, gets it back, but tackled that one well out of play. A throw in for Zambrano. Zambrano, a crosser. Looking for somebody backside, but nobody there. And that one going to be sailed long as well for the Bobcats. Jesus Ordaz, the sophomore defender, up looking for goal late in this one as we are approaching 75 minutes gone between the Bobcats and the Riverhawks. As the Bobcats with a victory here tonight would now go 12-0 versus Mason City.
Ethan Solsa and number 28, Emmett Riley.
In their history. Probably not all time, according to Varsity Bound, but in recent history, that's for sure. Mason City looking for the throw-in. Deep into the attacking area. A couple of Cats closing in and take it away. Good defense. Now a counterattack. Ball ahead on the far side for Rafa Ortiz. Carter Bell, Zambrano were in the box, and the Bobcats have to slow it way down. A long strike. Christopher Mendoza might want to think of playing that one more near the penalty arc right there. That was a long-range shot and had a few guys in the box. Bobcats taking a few chances. They probably would have not taken 20 minutes into this match, but with under 5 minutes to go, why not? A goal kick to come for Alvarado. Coming up after our match, we'll talk to head coach Scott Johannes, get his post-game thoughts. A victorious night in postseason play for the Bobcats. Something that has not been said since 2019. Last year, the Bobcats lost 3-0 to Waukee Northwest in the first round. So that's a much better feeling here tonight. Out on the near side. Carter Bell over to Munghay, over to Zambrano. Zambrano will go ahead, and he was looking to find on the far side Joel Ortiz. Cager Kramer tracks it down and lets that one go out of bounds, but it's out of the touchline of the Bobcats, so a throw in for the Riverhawks. Well, 2 minutes to go now. 78 minutes gone in this match. Zambrano's onside. On the edge of the penalty area, back towards center. Oh, off the crossbar. He tried for Joel Ortiz, and Ortiz put a shot on goal, but it's off the crossbar, and a goal kick to come here. Zambrano nearly finding an assist here tonight to go along with his 2 goals. I think it looked like it stayed in bounds, but I think it hit off the crossbar and then the field goal post, so I believe that's why there was a goal kick and not a play on in that situation. Under a minute to go now at Leonard Field. Ruiz deep in the area, got it over to DeGabriel, and Bobcats win it back as Carter Bell was looking upfield, looking for Zambrano. Bobcats waiting on side. Rafa Ortiz will be on side. Kind of slows his play down, finds Zambrano in the middle. Takes a shot, sends a low-line drive into Farland and covered up, and that will probably do it here in our match as we count down the final seconds between the Bobcats and the Riverhawks. And yes, that will be our final score tonight as that ball goes out on the far sideline, and a very good victory here tonight for the Bobcats as they will now win 4 games in a row as they won 3 in a row to end the season and win this one here tonight at Leonard Field in Class 4A Substate 3 and move on in playoff action to take on the Dowling Catholic Maroons on Monday night in boys soccer. As you take a look at the Marshalltown Bobcats celebrating this victory, feels very good to these guys, as head coach Scott Johannes mentioned in the pregame that they were very fired up for this one here tonight in postseason play. And they come away with a well-earned victory as the Bobcats with a couple of goals from Aaron Zambrano in the first half, as well as Joel Ortiz. They use that to their advantage, hang on defensively, keep a clean sheet as both Christian Ibarra Alvarado and David Gomez in goal tonight combined for the shutout of the Riverhawks as they end the season 5-11. Bobcats now 6-10 and move on in postseason play. We head to the locker room report coming up next, right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Here's a pop up to right field. On a bounty, has it, dives to her left and makes huge win here in the roundhouse.
A late play over to first, and they got him just in time. And a save. Ignacio Macias. Hey, hi,
Mom. Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
Well, the Bobcats celebrating this one here tonight as they lifted up Joel Ortiz just a moment ago, and Aaron Zambrano lifting him up as well with a couple of goals for the Bobcats. We'll talk to Scott Johannes coming up in just a little bit. A victorious night for Marshalltown Bobcats boys soccer. Well, let's look over our goals. They all came in the first half. No scoring in the second half, although the Bobcats definitely had a few opportunities. 20 minutes halfway through that first half is when we found our first goal of the night. As Rafa Ortiz found his teammate in Joel Ortiz and puts one in from the corner of the penalty area. And a great celebration to go along with it as Aaron Zambrano found Rafa Ortiz, who found Joel Ortiz, and just really good passing. I thought this might have been one of the best passing nights as far as crispness and finding teammates goes. That is for sure. That was in the 20th minute, and then 18 minutes later, Aaron Zambrano on a penalty kick. There was a penalty in the box, and Aaron Zambrano able to pound it in for his 14th goal of the season. As on the season now, 4 and 5 on penalty kicks for Aaron Zambrano. And then just 1 minute later, with 19 seconds to go before halftime, Aaron Zambrano with his second goal. He took that one knowing time is running out, and a long one, he found it over Eric Farland, the goalkeeper. And Zambrano with another great celebration right there, as Zambrano, just a sophomore, and 15 goals on the season so far. He's put together a nice effort this year. So that would be our final, as the Bobcats would rely on good defense in the second half. Good play and goal tonight from Christian Ibarra Alvarado, as well as David Gomez, who got the start for the Bobcats. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll talk to Victoria's head coach Scott Johannes on the Locker Room Report on KFJB-TV.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse. Ribeyes and sirloins, aged, hand-cut, and served with your choice of 2 of Legends' legendary sides and a dinner roll. If you are a prime rib fan, Legends has prime rib every Friday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m. With 3 sides to choose from, it's chef-seasoned and slow-cooked to tender, juicy perfection. Try Legends prime rib, and you'll know why it's Marshalltown's favorite. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Welcome back to Leonard Cole Field as the Bobcats victorious tonight. 3-0 is the final score. As the last 40 minutes of this one, Coach, your defense really held on and gave you the victory. As we talk with Scott Johannes here tonight, a really good effort tonight in goal to keep the clean sheet. But then some of the defenders, especially Hoffman back there on the defensive line, he really stood out tonight, just doing a great job to shut out Mason City.
He did. He was all over, and he stepped up several times and be able to kind of recover. But again, it was an all-out. That back line just played a fantastic game.
Yeah, and in the attacking third in the 20-minute mark, Zambrano got it in the area. Rafa Ortiz got the assist on the play as Joel Ortiz, just a nice one from the corner of the penalty box. And he just bent that one in there over the goalkeeper. And what'd you make of that goal right there? That was a beautiful play.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing to see. And just watching those guys just play together, the chemistry that they have, it is fun to watch, and when they get down to that, like you said, an attacking third, it's kind of like any moment. It's who's going to pass it to who's going to get that assist, and they just love playing together.
I felt that from that point on, and early on in this match too, passing seemed very crisp tonight. I don't know what it was on the surface, your home facility, probably a little bit of extra juice is flowing here tonight.
Yes, I think it was just all those kind of things, I mean, it was, we continue to work on that and focus on that we want to keep it moving, keep the ball moving around, especially against fast teams, and so that's something we just need to continue to work on to keep moving it.
And then Aaron Zambrano, a special effort just in the last 2 minutes before halftime. A penalty kick. Ball got in there, and the penalty awarded, no doubt about it. He nailed it. He's 4 or 5 from penalty kicks, so that's somebody you can really rely on in those moments.
Oh, yeah. I'll spill the beans. Yesterday, he did not do well from the mark yesterday in practice, so I was a little nervous when he took it. But at the same time, he's a gamer, and I think he got his shakes in yesterday, and so I was really pretty confident. But at the same time, it was like, what's going to happen? Always worried.
Yeah, and then about a minute later, with 19 seconds to go before halftime, he just kind of sends a bloop shot up over the goalkeeper, knowing time is running out, and he found the back of the net.
Yeah, and those, and that really just lifted, what you were talking about, and just throughout the first half, kind of some control games. Didn't get a whole lot of shots, but we got some, and then really kind of picked up in the last 10 minutes, just really getting things going, so it felt better going in the second half. So
Zambrano with 15 goals on the season. He's just a sophomore. I mean, we're probably not seeing his max potential, right?
No, I don't think so. Again, just as he can not only develops as a player, but just his physicalness, size helps, especially when you're going against these big physical teams. At the same time, he's got to realize people are watching for him now. I mean, as we're on the sideline, and anytime he touches the ball, the bench was yelling out for him that he's got the ball. Not only can you see it on the field, but it's one that they're going to start taking notice quickly. So.
Yeah, that is for sure. Goalkeepers keep a clean sheet, but not only that, the first ever postseason victory here at Leonard Cole Field. How special is that feeling?
That is just it's one that we've got a great facility, and so one of those things of just coming to be able to do that here, celebrate our first season here on the new turf, and to come away with with a win, you know, is huge.
Yeah, that is for sure. Postseason victory, the first one for the boys since 2019. Do you feel like this is a program that is really starting to get to the point of, you know, maybe doing some accomplishments going forward as far as, you know, those things? I mean, it takes a lot of work by everybody to result in postseason victories and things of that nature.
Absolutely. You know, this year, throughout the year, we've battled some injuries and just getting that key team chemistry moving and going. And so I felt good that we were building throughout the season. You know, like we talked about in the pregame, you know, just hitting the peak at the right time. And, you know, I think we played solid tonight. Mason City, hats off to them, playing a good, you know, they had a great run here at the end of their season to finish strong. You know, the bad thing in the postseason, you know, if you don't win, you don't go on, you know, so that's theirs. But at the same time, I feel like we're peaking at the right time.
Yeah. Last question for you as we're talking with Scott Johannes. What's your message to your team as you get ready over the next week? You'll play Monday night on the road at Dowling Catholic.
Yeah. Just be ready. I mean, they are a very physical team, very fast. I haven't watched them a lot. You know, really, I fought off that temptation to do that, you know. And so now we'll really zone in on what they've got. And, you know, we've seen them, you know, throughout the time and just know what they have at the same time on paper. But it's like, okay. But just, again, we're going to just keep working on our game and just go in and not really play to how to play them, but just to play us, play our game. So
we're going to book a hotel because Monday night we'll be there for Dowling Catholic for you guys, and then Tuesday night the girls are there against Dowling Catholic. So,
all right,
we're looking forward to it. Thanks for the time tonight, Coach. Yep, Scott Johannes with us in our locker room report. We'll take one final timeout, and we'll wrap things up when we come back to Leonard Cole Field on KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Rainbow Car Wash has been in town over 40 years. New owners Brett and Kim Canaday have been with Rainbow for more than 35 years, focusing on quality, cleanliness, and great customer service. Open 24 hours year-round with 2 convenient locations. Each location has 2 oversized truck bays to accommodate large vehicles. All bays except quarters. And for your convenience, newly installed credit, debit, Apple Pay, and Samsung Pay featuring swipe or tap to pay, powerful vacuums, and a great selection of vending supplies. Follow us on Facebook at Rainbow Car Wash LLC.
One final time on the locker room report. A beautiful night in the Marshalltown complex here at Leonard Cole Field. Just a beautiful overall night. A 3-0 win here tonight as we wrap up talking with Scott Johannes there as Zambrano, couple goals tonight, as well as Joel Ortiz. Our next matchup coming up on Monday night. It'll be boys postseason play on Monday at 7 o'clock. Marshalltown at Dowling Catholic High School. We look forward to bringing you that one in the semifinal of Substate 3 in Class 4A. The following night, we'll have girls action in their first postseason game as well. Thanks so much to our KFJB-TV crew here tonight, as Jesse DeMeyer and Keith Stewart on camera work, Zach Tomish, our producer, and I'm Brandon Lewis. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.